Here's the one thing that bugs me about theological debates. First of all, I'm a proud Catholic. I love Catholicism. I grew up in Catholicism. I respect Catholicism. But here's one thing that just gets under my skin online. I see it all the time online, people talking about theology, arguing about theology, debating theology. And a lot of the time, I see it from a place of hate. I see it from a place of, you're wrong, I'm right, I'm gonna prove why I'm right and you're wrong. But that just defeats the whole purpose of talking about theology. It doesn't matter if you're right about the Eucharist, or if you're right about Mary, or if your church is the right church. All of that doesn't matter if you don't know how to love. You can have all the right theological answers, but if you don't know how to love somebody, then what's the point? That's at the core of Christianity. How do we love and care for other people? How do we show people the glory and love of God? You don't do it with a theological textbook. So as much as theology is important, as much as I love to talk about it and I'm fascinated by it, we first need to come from a place of love. When we talk about theology, we have to recognize that most of that stuff is secondary issue. The first issue is, who is Jesus and what does he command us to do? And that's to love and respect other people. So before we debate each other on theology, let's first check our hearts. Let's see if we're coming at this conversation in a loving way. Because if we're not, then there's no reason to have the discussion. And I pray that my brothers and sisters in Christ can recognize this.